What's good, man? It's your boy E coming at you with some finance solutions. I'm just looking at this market here. The SPY obviously sold off going into power hour, hit support, bounced, and then started trending up. Got back to resistance, chopped around, and then actually gapped up to damn near 439. We gapped up to 438.97. As of now, definitely looking like a bullish day so far. If this is any indication, and we get any continuation on this thing, bro, like we are starting to get up towards having some runway to actually make a run towards all-time highs. I mean, 439 is your next major resistance. We've already tapped it. Looks like we tapped it and faded off of it a little bit, but I mean healthy pullbacks are welcomed. But I mean, this is just looking bullish as hell, bro, with the freaking SPY. Just basically bullish for the most part all day, consolidating overnight and then gapping up. That's just the SPY. I mean, the Q's the same thing. Look at this. So tech might be trying to wake back up here. But I mean, other than the SPY and Qs, I mean, you have a lot of tickers just looking decent right now. For instance, Sherman-Williams. This thing has been trending up. Proof of concept is there, being that over exceeded the amount of new homes purchased, even going into this financial climate with interest rates super high. So basically anything to do with housing or building houses or construction is going to run. So that's, for instance, why you see Sherman-Williams running. Well, actually, Home Depot had been looking bullish, but it looks like we hit resistance up here at 315.50s and rejected and pulled back. But I mean, we are maintaining a higher low, so this one's interesting. Another one that's interesting would actually be like Lowe's. And as you can see, I mean, Lowe's basically actually holding up a little better than Home Depot here, because they both got the same run up and the same bullishness. However, when Home Depot hit resistance, it faded decent. Lowe's, however, is looking more like the SPY or the Qs, wherein we just actually consolidated. But Lowe's has been consolidating for 2 days here. So with the market looking bullish, if we do get any continuation, I would definitely expect this thing to run to the upside. Pertaining to the crypto space, you got your HUT 8. And I mean, at these prices, it's decent, because remember, this thing got as high as almost $17 at one point. And as you can see, we do have some solid resistance down here at about 150s. Look what we look like on the daily chart. Definitely pushing up here, bro. That's HUT 8. And then, you know, obviously, like your Mara would be the same. This one's actually interesting. Look, we hit resistance, faded down to the 120 and bounced, then started trending up, traded sideways like the SPY and the Qs, and then gapped up like the SPY and the Qs to resistance. So I mean, if this thing can actually, if the market can actually have any follow through to the upside, I would expect this thing to actually break past this resistance and keep trending higher. That would be considered a breakout. If the double top, boom, if the market is bullish, obviously upside. If we start looking weak, definitely a place to fade from as well. You just have to see what happens. Riot, almost like the same. Riot actually hit resistance and faded, but was not able to get back up to that resistance like Mara. But we did get some gapping up action on that as well. In Charge Point, another one that's gonna run if the market runs. Lucid, another one, actually bullish as hell today. Look at this, just ripping right off the open and then consolidating for the rest of the day. Never giving back basically anything. Holding the support right here and actually trending up as the market continues to gap up or continues to try to gap up. SoFi kind of pulled back, so I mean I like SoFi at these prices. Nice little pullback, just far enough for you to get a better entry as we potentially trend to the upside if the market continues to look bullish. MO, ticker symbol MO, Altria Group. I bought this thing back here on this double bottom, but wasn't really intending on trying to trade it. I bought it more to build out my dividend plays. But I mean, this trend to the upside is definitely welcome, going in the right direction. So I'm long on this thing on the long term, and also it's a dividend play. The goal is to get the long term filled up with plays just like this. Ticker symbol APLD, Applied Digital Corporation. We did actually hit some resistance up here at about $12, dumped decent, but found some support at 8, tried to grind up, rejected again and faded. However, we did bottom out here, so it seems, and actually have been in a pretty bullish looking uptrend for the past 2 days. So again, I mean, depending on what the market does, ultimately will determine if this thing can keep running or not. Decent little uptrend right there. Technically, we broke down the uptrend, but we actually have been testing resistance basically all day yesterday or the last trading period, which seems to be about 845, 850s or so. I'm more comfortable with like 844, 845. So I mean, yeah, we did kind of break the uptrend, but we've been consolidating and testing this resistance up here. So with the market gapping up, if we continue to look bullish, we could break out past this 845s level here. And I mean, there are some resistances up here, but I'd be looking for this 870s, 880s, and if we can get past that, I don't see why we can't run up to at least 980s, maybe $10, or even $12. Soundhound tried to push up off the open, ultimately just rejected and dumped, bounced, and then dumped again. Just gave you some decent range to trade off of. I mean, even though this chart looks bearish, there's plenty of opportunity here, bro, to the upside and the downside. So just because something isn't, trending up or looking bullish doesn't mean that there isn't any opportunity there. The simple fact that this thing gave us so much range, to the upside and the downside actually is better if you're trading intraday, because again, it gives you obviously more range to trade off of, which means a better risk to reward. And also it doesn't really matter if you were long bias or short bias. All you had to do is just wait for price to get to your level and then execute. Carvana looks like it cooled off, faded, but found the bottom here at about 2450s, 2460s or so, and then started bouncing and trending up with the rest of the market. Actually consolidated overnight like the SPY and the Qs, and then gapped up. So I mean, I'll be looking for this thing the first break past about 2650s, 2725 or 2750, 2850 or so. I mean, if we keep trending up, $30 major psychological level. I mean, last time we got up here, we rejected decent for 29.90, but we didn't really give too much back considering where this thing was a few months ago. So still looking interesting. AI, I mean, I've already made my money on this thing, so I'm wary taking a long on this thing. I feel really more comfortable actually fading it from up here off these levels. But I mean, with the market looking super bullish, that's just not feasible right now. However, when AI stocks eventually start to cool down, if this thing's still trading up this high, this would be a decent fade. I mean, if they ever cool down. I mean, who knows? And even Palantir, gave a little bit back yesterday, but showed some fight. This one's actually a longer term play. I mean, even at these prices, as long as you have some good risk management in place, I feel like as long as the market continues to remain bullish, this thing has upside at least to 20, maybe 25, and that I believe is around fair price for it in a regular market. Now in a super bullish market, I mean, I feel like it's obviously worth more than that. And full disclosure, I am in this position. It's in my long term. However, I mean, I got a decent entry on this thing. I got in right at the pop on the earnings beat. So right here, about 850s. I'm up decent on this thing. I think Palantir would be a good candidate to buy some leaps, some calls that are, way out, like a year or two out. Again, we are looking bullish, bro, and pushing higher, trying to push higher here in this pre-market trading session. Again, a gap up on the SPY and the Qs. We are definitely going forward into the upcoming trading period looking bullish. But again, it's your boy E with some finance solutions. Just trying to touch base with you guys for that late night / early morning recap, basically. Also, for anyone interested in that daily morning briefing and watch list, I'm actually doing a special promotion right now where you actually can get it for free. Hit me up if you're interested in that, so I can get you the credentials for access again to that daily morning briefing and watch list free of charge. Hit me up for details. But anyways, it's your boy E, again coming at you with some finance solutions. If you learned anything or found any value in the content, don't be afraid of the like button or even subscribe or follow. Hit the bell and get the hell over to my Discord to go ahead and find out how you get that daily morning watch list and briefing, again, free of charge. But anyways, it's your boy E. Holla at your boy.